As many of you know, half of the Sangha will disappear. Hopefully not forever. Going into the jungle today, Fraser's Hill. I think some of you will be familiar with that. It's just in the middle somewhere between KL and Ipoh, up on a hill. And I heard it's quite cold up there, quite chilly. Is it true? Yeah? So I told the monks to bring their socks. Actually, most of us, we don't have socks. So it will be an interesting experience. But then, some of our monks are coming from Russia, Austria. So we're supposed to be quite used to cold weather. So we will see. I'm more concerned about the Malaysians. They will be freezing and shivering. Actually, what do you think is the benefit of living in a jungle? Why are monks or spiritual seekers often choosing a jungle or a deep forest for their meditation practice? Why? What do you think? Seclusion. Seclusion from distractions, from the city, from other people sometimes. So the further away you are, the higher the chance that you will be left alone. But this is just the physical seclusion. Then there's also the mental seclusion. You might be far away, but then the defilements are following along. Even into the jungle, the defilements can find you sometimes. So that's why the practice there is also to develop mental seclusion from the hindrances, greed, hatred, delusions, sloth and torpor, restlessness. And then also to abandon, of course, the defilements entirely. Exactly. So this is one of the major benefits. Living a secluded lifestyle, having less distractions, less responsibilities. Even you live in a monastery, also we have to look after our monasteries, isn't it? We have to maintain it, we have to clean all the facilities. So in a forest, which facilities to clean? You want to clean the tree? There's no end to it, huh? So you have nothing, then there's also nothing to clean, maintain, very easy. So it fosters a lifestyle of simplicity, where you have only very few property with you, and only the bare necessities. In fact, everything that is extra you have to carry in, you will think twice about bringing half your living room along, because you have to suffer when you have to carry it into the jungle. In fact, it's not even possible. So again, it fosters a lifestyle of simplicity, contentment, gratitude. Gratitude for those things that we actually really need, like food, basic shelter, medicine, and then really trimming it down to the essentials, and then letting all the extras aside. So that's another benefit. Exactly. What else? Other benefits of living in seclusion in a forest. Away from sensual enjoyment, sensual pleasure. Now, ideally, monks should always be away from that, even when not in the forest. But, of course, it's much more accessible. Like here, you see in the morning, we come here to Tim's in the morning, a whole buffet, tables full of food that you have prepared. Whereas in the forest, you have to be happy to find something. Of course, the monks, they can still not live just from the berries and things that grow on the trees, because we need somebody to offer and provide the food. But typically, even though there will be some helpers coming along, they will not be able to cook like 30 dishes like you are doing here. So it will be quite tough for our monks, But exactly, so less exposure and possibility for enjoyment in sense pleasures. And also, all you see most of the day is just the forest, trees, nature, rivers, some other monks, some wild animals maybe. Depends on the forest. Now some of the forest can be quite dangerous, isn't it? Depending on where you are, in Sri Lanka, many forests have elephants, wild elephants. We're so used to seeing elephants on TV or on the zoo. They're so cute with the big ears. But actually, wild animals are not cute. They are rather dangerous. So you shouldn't seek out any elephants. Bears. Here, even at Fraser's Hill, they have the quite dangerous sun bears. A sun bear. And it can be aggressive, actually. Has been spotted multiple times. Of course, the population is declining and declining. That's why we have these forest reserves, where they can still live in their natural habitat. And now we have two wild species in their natural habitat that might clash. One is the sun bears, the other one are the SPS monks. They are all now in their natural habitat. Forest monks in the forest, wild bears also in the forest. So hopefully they get along well. And we are teaching our monks to spread loving kindness in all directions. And this is the method that the Buddha has recommended as the best method to protect yourself from harm from other beings. Not just human beings, but especially also wild animals. Snakes, lizards, rats, centipedes, and larger and smaller animals, all kinds of insects and so on. So by spreading loving kindness, it's almost like building up a protective force, a protective shield around yourself. And in this way, they have no reason to attack you. In fact, beings feel comfortable next to a person who radiates beams with loving kindness. So it's actually also to your own best benefit, almost like a self-protection. So our monks are hopefully well prepared for that. And if our loving kindness is not strong enough, then I have to teach loving kindness to the bears. So at least then they will not attack. So as you can see, multiple benefits, and it's also a bit of an adventure, as you can imagine. Some of our monks in their 20s, we are not going to war, or we don't have these kind of adventures, but we have a jihad to fight. The struggle, the internal struggle. And even in the Muslim faith, the word jihad is commonly understood, not just to be an external war where you fight or die for your religion. This is just a very extremist way of fighting a jihad. But the main way how every lay Muslim as well is fighting his personal jihad is by overcoming greed, desires, temptations, and in their tradition it's like unification with the higher spirit or with God. In our Buddhist tradition, it's about the jihad, the struggle about overcoming the defilements, the 5 hindrances. So this is the true fight you have to fight. Not the one outside with enemies or over the border, but the internal fight. The borders of our heart. These are the borders we need to break down. So I'm very much looking forward to this special opportunity. And also on this occasion, a big sadhu also for all of you who have been supporting tirelessly. SPS monks are coming here in the mornings every day. And now you will also have a break from us. So from tomorrow until the 14th, there's no dana here, and only on the 14th onwards we'll resume dana at Tim's. So we'll see each other again after the jungle. Hopefully everybody in good spirits and nobody has been eaten up by any tigers, elephants, and so on. So all the best and see you soon.